Winston Churchill, the 30th of November 1874 to the 24th of January 1965, was a British statesman, soldier, writer, and historian who served as Prime Minister of the United Kingdom from 1940 to 1945, during the Second World War, and again from 1951 to 1955. Apart from 2 years between 1922 and 1924, he was a Member of Parliament, MP, from 1900 to 1964, and represented a total of 5 constituencies. Ideologically an economic liberal and imperialist, for most of his career he was a member of the Conservative Party, which he led from 1940 to 1955, but also spent a period as a member of the Liberal Party. Winston Leonard Spencer Churchill was born at Blenheim Palace, Oxfordshire, on the 30th of November 1874. He was the son of Lord Randolph Churchill, a prominent conservative politician, and Jenny Jerome, an American socialite. Churchill's parents divorced when he was young, and he was raised by his mother and her family. Churchill was educated at Harrow School and the Royal Military College, Sandhurst. He entered the British Army in 1895 and saw action in British India, the Sudan, and the Second Boer War. Churchill entered politics in 1900, when he was elected to Parliament as a member of the Conservative Party. He held a number of cabinet positions in the Liberal government of H. Asquith, including President of the Board of Trade and Home Secretary. In 1915, Churchill was appointed First Lord of the Admiralty. He oversaw the Gallipoli campaign, which was a disastrous failure. He was forced to resign from the government in 1915. After the outbreak of the First World War, Churchill returned to the government as Minister of Munitions. He was responsible for overseeing the production of war materials. In 1917, he was appointed Secretary of State for War. In the interwar years, Churchill held a number of cabinet positions, including Chancellor of the Exchequer and Secretary of State for the Colonies. He was a vocal critic of the appeasement policy of Neville Chamberlain towards Nazi Germany. In 1940, Churchill was appointed Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, following the resignation of Neville Chamberlain. He led the country through the Second World War, and was one of the Big Three leaders who met at the Tehran, Yalta, and Potsdam conferences. After the war, Churchill lost the 1945 general election. He returned to power in 1951, and served as Prime Minister until 1955. He retired from Parliament in 1964. Churchill died on the 24th of January 1965, at the age of 90. He was given a state funeral. Churchill is considered one of the greatest British leaders of all time. He is best known for his leadership during the Second World War, when he rallied the British people to resist the Nazi invasion. He was also a gifted writer and historian, and won the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1953.